All right, welcome back to the Man Cave. You know who I am. Got a video for you today. This lovely 40-plus-year-old woman is single, happy to be alone by herself. And we're going to get a little bit more into it. She's going to explain some things and why it's so weird for someone to be at her age and single. So let's get it started, shall we? Ooh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm starting to see the problem. Okay, this is another thing that I have noticed that a lot of women do. See, I was listening to what she was saying. I thought it was very important because, yes, there are women, there are men, there are women also who want to be alone. They've been there, done that, and they're living in contempt. They're fine. They don't go on social media. They live their life. They do their thing and go home. And that's cool. There's no such thing as a man or a woman that doesn't want to just be by themselves. There are people that are just like, I don't want a relationship. And they're fine like that. They're just built differently. One of the problems I just got when she started talking was simply about the fact that she scrolled through social media. And I've always said, I've always been an advocate of people saying, you know what, you need to get off of social media. And I mean off. You don't go on there, go outside, turn the computer off, turn your phone off, and see the world. The reason why I say this is because people are not the healthiest people online, especially when women, no disrespect, look like her. They go online not really to get an understanding, but it's more for simply for the validation that you listen to what she said. I listened to other women saying exactly what I'm thinking and feeling, and it was to make her feel better about her choices. See? But here's the thing. She says she's fine being happy and alone, but the people telling her that she wasn't fine and alone, she needed the validation from other women just as broken as she is to validate her choices. Before I get any further, I mean, I understand what she's talking about. Like, especially when you go on social media. I think everyone remembers that woman who was dating a guy in Hawaii, and she made this whole thing, and all the women who looked just like her kind of were like going Lady Gaga over how happy they were, and for specific reasons, which I will not talk about because that's not the topic at hand. And then you found out that it was a train wreck, and she was kind of abusive. Now, I agree with that, especially if you're on social media. That's why I say people get off of social media. You don't want to be there because the energy you get from there is not healthy. Now, the problem I have is that she's listening from it from a female's perspective of people who are just upset about marriage. Now, she doesn't get into specifics, and I'm assuming because she's from London, maybe the language barrier is a little bit off. But the fact is that, are you talking to both spouses about what happened in marriage? Or are you talking from one side? Are you talking about somebody who has been indoctrinated from the whole Western society, or the other side that doesn't believe in that nonsense? Are you believing in someone that actually believes in marriage? These are questions that are very important. Now, I'm not saying it to try to get her to swindle. She can go whatever she wants. She's in her 40s. But what I'm saying is that where you're getting your information from. If you're getting from hearsay, then that's a problem, because you should be thinking about the marriage. If these people are getting married, they should think about, is this something that they really wanted to do? And were they prepared to be in a situation where marriage, which is a job and doesn't give you the freedom that you would hope that it would, like television or Instagram or TikTok. I want you to understand something. When she basically said, "Get finding someone is not hard," and then she changed it, switched it up by saying, "It may not be who you want it to be." I says, "Yeah." See, the thing is, when they say things, that's why I say let women talk. Do not interrupt a woman when she's talking. Let her speak. Because they will always tell themselves. She talks about being alone, this and that, but then she's like, "Oh, I could just get any man like this," which is true. A very handsome man will still have to struggle where an ugly woman will be able to prevail because men are more desperate for it than women are. Women know how to keep themselves closed up, but they just talk about it to themselves and other women. But the fact is, an ugly woman will get more likes than a handsome guy. It's true. It is what it is. But an ugly guy will never come close to getting all the likes than a pretty or an ugly man. Or an ugly woman. What she's establishing is, yeah, I'll get any guy I want. And sexual market value is pretty low, even for someone like her. No disrespect. She can get lots of guys that'll hook up with her, that would want to hook up with her. But any of those guys, but she said it may not be your ideal guy. There's the point. You'll get lots of guys that'll try to hook up with you and try to get with you, but how many of them will you turn down? That also includes the guys that are not just there for the bedroom action, but actually would want to be with you. Jesus. I think what's interesting is the fact that she doesn't want to be with him, but she would want to be with somebody. That's the funny part. Like, if you're alone, then be alone, but don't say, "Well, if I could be with somebody, I totally would do that." I mean, it is what it is, but the honest truth is, this is society. And she basically is telling that she would want to be with somebody, but she's putting on this front like it is. So she goes to as many people as possible to agree with her in the hopes that she will get enough people to join up and make her validate her decision. Otherwise, if she was a real loner, she wouldn't give a crap what anyone says. She would just be a loner.